Kicking Country 103.1. I told you that Kyle Park would be calling, and by golly, I've got him on the line. And good morning, Kyle.
Good morning. How are you, Chuck?
Man, I'm doing great. We have got so much anticipation of you coming to town. People have just been burning up the phone lines every time I offer a spot on the meet and greet guest list. So we're going to have fun.
Good. I like the idea. Sounds good to me.
Well, you know, you are just tearing it up with the Blue Roof Sessions, man. You've got another single that is doing extremely well for you now, and I couldn't be happier for you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the sessions are doing really good for us. This is my fifth album, in 10 years, so it's kind of like a halfway point for me as far as records go. But the thing is, I say halfway. I plan to make, 20 more records, 30 more records in my time, so this is just getting started, and I think this is the best record yet. We've had a couple of good singles. I know we'll probably have one more single off the record after our current song, Come On.
Come On,
but
right.
and then after that, back to the studio, getting more music out for you guys.
Now, let me ask you this, because you have never been stopped by barriers of any kind. You're one that says, let's try something different, like in the Blue Roof Sessions. Anyone who doesn't know, that was really a cool, unique recording process. Just give me a little capsule of it.
Yeah, instead of going into a recording studio, I rented a big house on Lake Travis in Austin and lived in the house for the month, wrote some songs that month in the house, recorded as many as we could. I think we recorded 19 songs, and I kept the 12 that fit the record the most, and the other, 7 will probably make the next record or something like that. So it's a very organic, experimental way to make a record, and it turned out really fun. It was a cool way to do it.
And something else that you did, you also did webisodes.
Yeah, I wanted to record years ago on my Begging for More record and show people what the studio looks like, but this opportunity was cool to show them, what outside the studio looks like, and doing something outside the box and being in the house and watching the musicians work together and, change the song from start to finish and working from scratch. It was just a really cool way to see how a song comes to life.
It was amazing as well. The final product is just so good and so clean. And it is a little different sound. And I love that in the fact that you never know exactly what Kyle Park's going to do. You stay true to your roots, but by the same token, you branch out.
That's right. It's not just country music fans, but every kind of thing. It's easy to just do the same thing over and over because it's easier for people to digest something they've heard before, but I just didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make a record that you hadn't heard before, and I think that's the point of growing as an artist, is to try to branch out and do things that you wouldn't have done your first record or your second record. And I think the next album I make will be a lot different than this one. I don't know how yet, but it will be. I know it will be.
All right, let's talk about your touring for a second, man. You have toured hot and heavy. I noticed where coming up, you're going to be at Green Hall here in the near future. You're going to Dodge City in Manhattan, Kansas, and the Wormy Dog in Oklahoma City, and a ton of Texas dates. You just all over the place.
We never stop. You know that, Chuck. I know. I love the question, when does your tour start? It's like, it doesn't stop. It always, we've been touring for 10 years straight every weekend. So it's love, it's passion for us. So I'll keep playing every weekend for the rest of my life, I imagine.
Let's talk about the show at Midnight Rodeo tonight. You're going to be there, and what can your fans expect this evening?
Well, obviously some songs at the Blue Roof Sessions, Come On, and What Goes Around Comes Around, and we'll definitely play the hits we've been playing for the past 10 years off the previous 4 records, and maybe something different, maybe something off of a Eagles album or Rolling Stones album or a Dwight Yoakam song or something. We'll do something fun tonight. We don't usually do.
And you bring the party to the stage, not only sound, but the lighting and effects and everything else. You really make it a party.
Oh, yeah. We got to do it. We got to do it.
I look forward to seeing you tonight. Thank you in advance for fixing our listeners up with a meet and greet guest list. We'll see you this evening at Midnight Rodeo, Kyle.
Sounds good, Chuck. Thank you.